A histogram is used to display continuous data, and that means that it's measured data. For example, mass, length, or it is group data. You will see that you now need a class interval which goes on the horizontal axis where each bar represents one class or one interval. So you can see the difference here. This is 1 to 5, 6 to 10. So these are measured or class intervals compared to the bar graph where you have gaps in between. The vertical axis shows the frequency, and the height of the bar represents the frequency of the class or the class interval. Again, you've got to always remember that you have to have a heading. So these don't have a heading because they're just showing you the difference between the two. You need to label your horizontal axis, your vertical axis, and you need the bars to be the same width. So you can see these bars are the same width. Once again, you have to have a gap at the beginning and at the end, and then there are no gaps in a histogram between the bars. These class intervals, or you can see these categories here, also have to be the same size, and we always start at 0. Right, let's have a look at our first example. So now the fisherman goes fishing, but he is now recording his fish according to the mass. So mass is measured data, and again we have to have a heading. So this axis has been labeled for you, the mass in kilograms. On the side here you would have to, at the bottom, you'd have to have a gap at the beginning and at the end. And then again, you are going to write the categories. So it is 0 to 5 kilograms, or it's greater and equal to 0 but less than 5. And then you're going to go 5 to 10 kilograms. You will then label the mass goes here, the mass, and these will be the number of fish. Right, so this is what your graph is going to look like. Massive fish caught. So again, you get a mark for your heading. You get a mark for your categories. So it is greater than 0, less than or equal to 5. So if it's 5,001, it is then in the next category. And that's why you can see that we have a histogram, because where does the one start and the other one begin? The boundaries are far more blurred than in a bar graph. You will get a mark for this label as well. So again, that's 3. You need to have your gaps. So it is the correct histogram and then the accuracy of the graph. And that is what it should look like. For more practice on this, exercise 7.2, chapter 7, but I suggest you do the test your understanding